Welcome to the introduction and brief presentation on the CoolBLUE and NALA kits. My name is Christy Giles and I'm the Field Support and Development Manager of the CoolBLUE division of MH&W International. Today we're going to take a few minutes to discuss the release of our new CoolBLUE kits. Many are familiar with CoolBLUE and NALA as a solution for bearing protection and high-frequency current mitigation. The introduction of the kits into the marketplace allows simplicity in finding the correct solution for your application with no need for testing. The motor industry is continuing to maximize performance while at the same time conscientiously improving electric motor energy savings. One of the most advanced energy savings comes by using VFDs on electric motors. Since they are so widely used, it is therefore imperative to be aware of the side effects that are caused by VFDs. VFD-generated noise, whether it be by IGBTs, SiC MOSFET, or GaN switching, is going out simultaneously from all outputs, but it's also coupling back to earth ground. The only solution is to absorb the unwanted noise and keep it from being transmitted and coupling back to earth ground. To do this, high frequency currents should be captured through a magnetic core known as a choke at the output of the VFD. What is a choke? In electronics, a choke is an inductor used to block high-frequency alternating current in an electrical circuit while passing lower frequency or direct current. The choke's impedance increases with frequency. The name literally comes from blocking or choking high frequencies while passing the lower frequencies. Since the introduction of electronics, chokes have been used to mitigate interference, both from entering the electronic device and from emanating from the device. Without these chokes, cell phones could be damaged while being charged, and a television could capture interference from a blender or a blow dryer. CoolBLUE is the same concept. It works the same as these ferrite chokes we have seen for years, but it works on a much larger, more industrial scale. Maybe you don't understand how a choke fully works, but you know that it works. CoolBLUE works quite the same, but in much higher frequency ranges. So what are CoolBLUE and NALA? CoolBLUE and NALA are high-frequency common mode chokes consisting of high permeability nanocrystalline magnetic cores that are placed over the drive cables to suppress high-frequency common mode currents. CoolBLUE and NALA also reduce high-frequency DIDT, therefore reducing the current further and increasing the system impedance. CoolBLUE and NALA do not affect the symmetrical power currents, but they efficiently dampen the asymmetrical EMI noise currents and reduce the discharge magnitude in the motor bearings and the high-frequency electromagnetic interference known as EMI, which is especially important when unshielded cables are used. CoolBLUE and NALA are the complete solution. CoolBLUE and NALA solutions have already saved millions in the world's industrial plants, hospitals, and office buildings, and many other applications by avoiding downtime and equipment failures. Now available as standard kits for all horsepower ranges and cable lengths. Each kit comes with the appropriate size and amount of CoolBLUE cores with a thermal temp dot, and the NALA cores based on the horsepower of the VFD and the length of cable between the drive and motor. Each kit also includes a set of cable ties, full installation instructions, and a CoolBLUE sticker. The applications for the CoolBLUE kits are endless, but they can be used in such applications as electric vehicles, all international VFD manufacturers, OEM manufacturers of HVAC equipment, wind, solar, and other renewable energies, as well as paper, bottling, food, and chemical manufacturing. The CoolBLUE kits will be an added benefit to the inventory lineup. They're a solution that is much easier to size as you will only need to pick the correct kit for your application based off the horsepower of the VFD and the total cable length. No need to figure out which size core is used and how many. CoolBLUE kits are very useful with customers with large quantities of applications with VFD controlled motors. Customers like manufacturing plants, municipalities, universities, hospital, and the like. Simply have testing performed on the worst case scenario in their location. See a sample test proving reduction in damaging high frequency currents. Teach them how to install and monitor the temp dots. There's no need to have any further testing done unless they request it or there's an issue with the installation indicated by the discoloration of the temp dot. We also know that in an attempt with industry to continually aim for higher efficiencies, faster switching's out there. SICK and GAN have hit the industry, and we are currently testing to be timely with any necessary changes in our solution recommendations. Keep in mind that this may be an additional question that needs to be asked when determining which solution to utilize if changes are made. We've seen higher currents and faster rise times with SICK, but our current testing is going to determine if more cores will be necessary. Any changes that need to be implemented to the kits based off this newer technology will be announced once the conclusion has been reached. Please stay tuned for more information on this. The application guide for the CoolBLUE and NALA kits is very similar to the application guide for CoolBLUE and NALA. You need to know your horsepower of your VFD and the cable length between the VFD and the motor. And when you use the chart and you cross the cable length with the horsepower range of the VFD, that will give you the kit part number that you need for the application. We're introducing a kit for the smaller horsepower applications, breaking the traditional fractional to 10 horsepower solution into two separate solutions. There's a kit specifically sized for the fractional horsepower ranges and another kit for the 1 to 10 horsepower range. Both of these kits are still going to require 2 turns through the common mode cores, but with a deviation between fractional and whole horsepower ranges, we can pinpoint mitigation better on the smaller fractional horsepower applications. Another added benefit to the kit solutions. But keep in mind that these kits are not one size fits all. These are for simple solutions. 1 conductor per phase, HVAC, a simple cable run between 1 VFD and 1 motor. When asking the right questions, you will know if a kit is the correct solution for your application. The temp dots in their original state are a light gray. Should you notice any darkening of the temp dot to a dark gray or a black color, you will immediately know that there is an issue and that the unit will need testing to confirm if additional cores are needed. The temp dots are set to 71C or 160F. And generally, utilizing the correct kit for the specific application, this scenario is not going to happen, but it gives peace of mind to the customer to know that the cores are operating properly and not going into saturation and overheating. Did you know that MH&W International also offers brackets for the CoolBLUE cores? It may be necessary at times to mount the cores to the wall of the drive or in another area between the drive and the motor. It's not necessary, but it does make the system look more aesthetic and provides support for the heavier cores. We have 2 types of brackets that are available. We have the metal brackets with a threaded rod that can be easily clamped and mounted and mount the cores to a structure, or we have the customized plastic brackets. Please understand that when CoolBLUE and NALA are used together, it is a complete solution. Bearing failures are the most common indicator that there is an issue, but not the only victim of damaging high-frequency currents. We need to always remember that CoolBLUE does more than protect bearings. As the only electrical solution on the market, CoolBLUE absorbs unwanted interference affecting other sensitive electronic equipment like sensors, gauges, metal detectors, and even flickering LED lighting. Don't be fooled by other chokes available in the market which are manufactured of a ferrite material. CoolBLUE and NALA are made of a nanocrystalline material and have much higher permeability, lower losses, higher saturation rate, and better thermal characteristics than any ferrite. CoolBLUE also works in conjunction with NALA to provide not only a common mode choke, but a differential mode choke. Together, they reduce high frequency currents and slow the rise time of the frequency. CoolBLUE and NALA are the complete solution. If you'd like further information regarding the CoolBLUE kits or would like to obtain pricing, please contact our CoolBLUE department at 201-252-8125, or you can send an email to coolblue@mhw-intl.com. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and I thank you for listening.